The Arapaho originally came from the Red River Valley in Minnesota. And with the with westward movement, you know, manifest destiny, where tribes were moving westward, and some were forced to move because, you know, other tribes were bumping each other. The Arapaho, this is the story I want to tell, is when the Arapaho were crossing the Missouri. And early history, when they were coming down, well, they hadn't obtained a horse yet, so they were walking. And the Arapaho were walking, and they came to this frozen over river. And so they started to cross. They were looking for food, and they were looking for warmer weather. And so as they were crossing, there was a grandmother, and she had a grandchild on her back. And then they used to use the robes. They would, you know, the parents or the they would squat, and the woman. And then the children would get on their backs, and they would wrap the ropes around them and walk. And there was this grandmother, and she was walking across the ice. And her grandchild said, "Grandmother, I want that for a toy." And the grandmother looked down, and there in the ice was a horn, and it was protruding out of the ice. And so all grandmothers will do that. They'll do anything for their children. So she got out her hatchet, and she started chopping at the ice. But the horn started to bleed. The animal that was underneath the ice was still alive, and it started moving. And as it started moving, the ice began to crack, and the people started looking down, and they started moving quickly. Then the animals started getting up to where the water started gushing out, and the people started to panic. Some ran back, and some ran across. Then some actually drowned during that time. And when the animals stood up, well, the people were separated, and it was a huge river. And so there was no way that they could cross, because all they seen was, you know, the river on both sides. And so the people that were on this side, they went back. They had to go back. They had no choice. And the people that came on this side, they say, are the Arapaho that are now at Wind River and their sister tribe in Oklahoma. But that is the story about breaking of the ice. And I think that the animal that was there was one of the leftover animals from the Ice Age. So it gives you a sense of how old the story is. You know, but that is the story about breaking of the ice, and how one little child, you know, just, made history, and that story has been with the people for a long time.